All right, welcome back, Bulldogs. Today we are going to complete our fiction notes. And if you will recall, we left off with the conflicts encountered in a fiction piece just yesterday, I believe. So we are going to complete these by going over just a couple more things, and then we are going to discuss what we're going to do with that information today. Okay, so just on my computer. There we go. Go away. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with talking about characterization. And characterization is the way a writer reveals a character's personality or qualities. So that is when you have a characterization and you have the internal traits and the external traits. Okay, physical traits, character traits. That's what those are. Okay. There are two different types of characterization. You've got direct characterization. That's when the writer describes the character. The character is tall. The character is blonde. The character wears red. Then you have those indirect things that allow you to see things about that character based on what they say and what they do. Okay, so we've got those two things that we're going to tie in, and you will be using those as we continue with our novel this 6 weeks. Okay. So some definitions that you need to know. You need to have these definitions. Figurative language. This is language that is not intended to be taken literally, but has a variety of meaning through imagery, metaphors, similes, and other literary devices. So this is one that you're getting to the point where you're reading your stories, and just because you read it doesn't mean that's exactly what the author meant. Sometimes we need to look deeper for a deeper meaning. Literary text is written works that are generally recognized as having artistic value. These are basic forms of literary text. They include prose, fiction, drama, poetry, and literary nonfiction. We talked about literary nonfiction last 6 weeks, and we're going to get into prose, fiction, drama, and poetry this 6 weeks. Okay. So some of the literary device. It is a specific convention or structure, such as imagery, irony, or foreshadowing, that an author can use. Okay, the author will use those to produce a given effect, to make you see something or make you feel a certain way about the story or the character. So it's important to understand what those are. Okay. Continued. Foreshadowing. It's a clue that can help you figure out what's going to happen later, kind of like predicting. So it's gonna, but there's something in the story that directly leads you to believe what's going to happen next. A flashback, that is in the story when a character has a switch from the present time to the story, or of the story to a scene either previously in the story or from that character's past. They're going to relive or remember. Irony, those are going to be surprising or interesting contradictions. And we're going to identify some of those in our story. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. Dialect is a form of language that people speak in a certain region or group or place in time. So there's, United States is a big place. We've got different regions. And if you go to the store and you tell your mom you want some Cokes, well, you could mean Coca-Cola, you can mean Pepsi, you can mean Dr. Pepper. But general of thumb, it's a Coke. In different parts of the country, they call it soda, they call it soda pop, they call it pop. It's all called something different. Okay. Tone is a quality that reveals the attitude of the author. So how do we know what that author is feeling? That's going to be tone. We talked about tone before, just a couple of weeks ago. And so you can refer back to your notes on that as well. Mood is going to be your emotional response that tone has on you as the reader. What kind of mood does it put you in? Okay. And if we can move on, why are we reading fiction? It's fake. It's not real. What's the purpose? Okay. Well, there's a purpose to fiction. When they are writing fiction, it is always to entertain you. It is not to persuade you. It is not to inform you. It is always to entertain you, but maybe in different ways. Okay. They write the story so that you can connect or relate to a character or a situation in the story, from person to person. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is Now that you have your notes complete, you have everything you need to work with this novel that we're working with for the next few weeks. So what you're going to do is on your assignments page, there is an assignment listed. That'll take you to a Google Doc, and you will have a number of titles of well-known stories. There's just a different number for my different classes. And in that story, you are going to identify what type of conflict the protagonist faces. Remember, we talked about conflict yesterday. So in a given story, does that character face a man-to-man conflict, man versus fate conflict? Now, yes, okay. So if you're talking about a book that has a female character lead, yes, it would be female versus self. Okay, they just refer to it as male just because. Okay, so you're going to open that document and you're going to identify which conflict, which type of conflict goes with which novel. Okay, and then what I need you to do between now and Monday is you're going to need to read stage 2 of A Christmas Carol. Okay, so that will keep us on track so we can finish this. Okay, if you guys have any questions, I hope you will shoot me an email and ask. In the meantime, I will see some of you in the Zoom this afternoon. So have a great day and good luck. Any questions, just send me a quick email or give me a call, okay? All right, y'all have a good day, and I will talk to you